Oh, we got to hear his introduction. Oh, never mind.
There we go. There we go.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to another episode of the Patriot Brothers. I'm your producer, host, and brother Zachary Smouse, and with me are your Patriot brothers Duke Boynton, Terry Rattle, and the Conservative Patriot. On this evening's episode, we will be covering our Bill of Rights and the Constitution. These are what keep our freedoms and rights from getting destroyed by certain types of government, like communism and socialism. Some history behind the Constitution is that it was written at the 1781 Philadelphia Convention and was ratified through a series of state conventions that were held between 1787 and 1788. It also has served the supreme law of the United States since taking effect in 1789. The Bill of Rights of the Constitution are the most important because they guarantee us our rights and privileges against violations by the individual state.
There we go.
There
we go.
Love it.
All right, guys. With that said, stand up. Right hands on your heart. We're using CP's flag. We're going to recite our national yay, the Pledge of Allegiance. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America,
and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation,
under
God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. For all! Yeah!
Good job, boys.
America!
Damn it!
That's right. America! That's where we're at. I hope folks joined us. I know it was kind of a short notice with that, but we don't do it enough here. You know, for the Americans out there, Terry, sorry, not trying to exclude you, but that is the very symbolism of our approach to our country.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it. I love it. Yes, yes, yes.
This is a beautiful way to start it, I think.
That's right.
Yeah, that was good.
That's right.
You guys actually remembered the whole thing, too. I'm impressed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, crap, I've ever recited it since I was in grade 2.
Amen to that. That's right. That's right. I mean, one of the things from kindergarten to now, we had to say that every time we started class. And what's the weird thing is that our classes now for our kids don't require it. As a matter of fact, they don't even do it anymore.
I know my school does here.
Nice.
They do it.
Nice.
They do it every morning.
No, my school over here, they stopped doing it. They don't want to offend people.
Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Not joking.
We had to change our national anthem. I mean,
Jesus, are you kidding?
Really?
Yeah. It used to say in all our sons' command. Now it said in all of ours command.
Oh, they took sons out.
They took sons out. Yeah.
Are you shitting me?
No, I'm not shitting you. I'm not shitting you at all, bro.
Fuck, man.
Wow, that's bizarre.
I mean, obviously, any changes to be made to like the Star Spangled Banner would be total. There would be so much pushback. I mean, I think the Canadian anthem was only from like 1960s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's not that old and kind of thing, but man, I could just imagine if somebody tried changing the Star Spangled Banner.
God, like Zach would say, there will be war. In the 6th grade comes Sue, a student hot to put the flag up every morning and take it down and fold it after school. I was that one student. I was that conservative patriot even back in the 6th grade. I put the flag up. I was taught by a sergeant in the military how to fold a flag properly. And I did it. And I could do it to this day by myself without the flag touching the ground. But we're talking about the Constitution today.
Yeah.
And Zach kind of said it. And the one thing that folks, if you're in America or Canada or anywhere, there's one thing that happened before the Constitution, and that was the tyranny that happened in England. Why the Americans, the English, came to America, because they were tired of being oppressed. The Constitution was written to not be a tyrannical one monarchy system.
Yeah. Exactly.
100%. And that's why the Constitution was written. In England, you could only go to the Church of England. And the Church of England had one doctrine, and that was the King James Version. And okay, whatever. But there was a lot of crap that went on there. And I say the Americans, our patriots of England, came to America to get away from a tyrannical government in England. And we kicked their asses through and through. Bye, redcoats. Yeah, we kicked. It was a fucking bloody struggle. It hurt us. A lot of Americans were killed, but ultimately we won, and we still win.
Yeah. Damn
We're
right.
not facing a kingship here in America like the Bidens and the Obamas and the Clintons want. No. This is not a kingship. This is not a monarchy. You try to make us a monarchy, we'll have Revolution 2.0 on your hands. Just wait.
Oh yeah, you don't want it. There's loyal patriots in every blade of grass.
That's right. That's why our Constitution was written.
Yeah.
Fuck with that. You're fucking with me.
Oh, they're already fucking with it. All right, buddy.
I'm sorry, but government can't own us.
They're trying though, Zach.
They're very trying. Very hard.
Look, let me do it this way. Ask Terry. Terry, do you guys have willy-nilly freedom to guns in Canada?
You do have to take courses and but the course to get, like, if you want a hunting rifle and stuff like that, and like the inheritance laws are still kind of the same, you still have to register that gun.
Right.
But yeah, like if you want just like a hunting rifle, it's not really that hard. You still have to take courses. You have to give them your social insurance number. You have to do all that, right?
God, it sounds a lot like your
present. But then, like, to get a restricted, like a pistol, right? You can still get them, but it's a lot harder vetting process. I haven't been through it.
And that's 100% different here, Terry, because a pistol here in America is the same as a long rifle.
Yeah, the other difference is you can't go to a pawn shop and buy a gun.
I can here.
Yeah.
Because we go through background checks. This red flag law that Biden is trying to put down is a bunch of bullshit. It's more people that say, oh, gun loop laws. Okay. You could go to a flea market and buy. No, I still have to go through a gun background check. Look up Steven Crowder. He proved that. Okay.
The harder they make it for people to legally own guns, the more it's just going to be criminalized. That's all
but the criminals are gonna be the ones that have the black market guns.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like they're
it's
basically
fucking ridiculous.
they're basically promoting crime by restricting people from legally getting.
Take that question, Terry. Sue has a good question for you.
Yeah, was I ever in the USA? I honestly, for maybe about 4 or 5 days when I was like 14, took a road trip down to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and that was about it.
Cool.
Nice.
Beautiful
you
place.
have to say what they want, or they turn you down. It's stupid. Libs are morons. Oh yeah,
libs are morons. So since we're on the Constitution, and we're protected by the First Amendment that says we have the right to free speech. So if I roll by a cop and I see him gunning me, and I say "fuck the police," and he pulls me over, and he says, "Well, why'd you say that?" Well, he already overstepped his bounds. Now, I'm not going to say that. I love our police officers. I love our sheriff's deputies. I love our state troopers here. I won't ever say that. But if I wanted to say it, I'm protected. The second thing is the right to bear arms will not be infringed. Okay? What is infringing upon our right to bear arms? First and foremost is government overreach. And I'm telling you right now, if the government tries to tell me I have to turn in my AR-15, which I have none. They sunk in a boat accident. I mean, I used to have like 20 of them, but now they're all sunk.
I still feel bad about that, bro.
That boat accident breaks my heart. Breaks my little heart here. But if the government came out and said, you have to turn these into the government and we'll give you money for it, ain't going to happen. No way, no how. Every single one of my firearms that I own that the government wants to try to buy back from me now is equal to $1.5 million per firearm. If they don't want to buy it at that, they're not getting them. Try again, libs. We're not Australia. We're not Australia.
No,
it's going to fail, and it's going to fail hard. I know enough people in my region. I know enough people in my region that has said, if they try to do a mandatory buyback for our arms, our AR-15s, and AR, guys, look up what AR is. It is not a. Preach it to y'all.
Something there. Zach's got something there.
It's like, is there a Constitution attorney going after him?
That's right.
What do you got, Zach?
Go ahead, buddy.
Armormite.
That's right. Doesn't stand for assault rifle. Armorite.
Look it up. The material it's made of it, isn't it?
No, it's actually the gun maker, Terry.
Oh, armor. Okay, yeah. Well, that makes sense. That's why.
But the local media narrative calls it an assault rifle when it's actually called Armorite.
Yeah. Oh, they got busted today by Project Veritas.
Yeah, they did. I saw that too.
Yeah. They admitted to putting propaganda to get President Trump out of office. They admitted that whatever director of fucking technology, whatever the hell he was, detective kid in there. Yeah, he admitted that he wanted to be a part of it to get President Trump out of office.
Of course. Of course. That was their narrative all along. Yeah. That was their fucking narrative all along. And I'll be honest with you, Zach, I know you said the other day, it will be war. I will tell you now, rhetoric of war will not be tolerated on this channel until it's actually recognized as a device we have to use to protect our constitutional rights. I know I got Zach all up in the panties. We don't use that until it's ready, until it's brought to us. And we're almost there. We're like,
oh yeah, very.
It's very
when
close.
we go to war, we bring hell with us.
And hell's
Ain't
coming
pretty.
with us. Do you hear? Hell's coming with us. Okay, that was off of Tombstone. Sorry.
You gotta love a classic.
Yeah, damn
If
straight.
if Trudeau gets in one more time, I think she's going to be pretty damn close here.
You think so?
Terry,
At
I
least
kind of
in-
think that your country and our country is linked really hard,
Well, yeah,
like in a good way.
Yeah. Well, for one,
Mhm.
we're each other's biggest trade partners.
That's right.
Fuck,
Amen
fuck
to that.
China. It's Canada has the resources. The U.S. has the refining.
That's right.
That's the way it is, and
It's
it's
a
always
good.
been like that.
It's a good partnership, but damn, shit hitting the fan. Zach, what you got, buddy?
What you got, bud?
Instead of war, I should have said fighting with a passion.
Either way, Zach. I mean, we're going to have to face it.
Yeah. Either
If
way,
the left,
either or.
if the left wants to continue to push us, push the patriots, push all the people that 80 million plus, they want to continue to look. I'm telling you right now, red flag law, bad news. Okay, ghost guns, horrible, horrible legislation, horrible rhetoric by Joe Biden. This guy has no clue how to walk up a flight of stairs, and he's going to tell me about red flag laws and ghost guns. This guy is a living, motherfucking walking dementia, uninformed individual. All I can say, he's got puppet strings.
That's you read my mind, man.
Yeah,
You
me
read
too.
my mind.
It's like we're like, oh shit. Well, but here's what I got today. I don't know if you can see it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's for a weak kit.
Nice. Noise. But we're talking
Rock and
about the
roll.
Constitution here, guys. We're
I
talking
can't
about
help
the
it.
Constitution. And one of the things that we talk about is what made the Constitution happen. And that was the tyranny that our American patriots faced in England. Okay. And the one thing, I don't know if anybody of you know about the preamble of the United States of America. And the preamble was that one linguistic moment that Americans had to face. And who made the preamble? It was our founding fathers. And I'm going to tell you right now, what the preamble is from my heart and from my mind. And we, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberties to ourselves and to our posterities, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. This preamble was telling folks our Constitution is infallible. Okay, it's a living, breathing document. And for Joe Biden to come out and say, "Oh well, the Constitution is not absolute." Who the fuck is he? I'm going to get mad here. This is one thing that I'm going to get pissed off and just go off on a bit. Joe Biden says, "Oh, the Constitution isn't absolute." Fuck you, Joe Biden. There is a war rhetoric. You brought it, Joe Biden. You knocked my Constitution and said it's not absolute, but our absolution of the Constitution came from the preamble of the United States, and I just read it. And you want to say it's not absolute? You want to say it's not, the Constitution is just another document. We could ignore it. Fuck you, Joe Biden. Fuck you, Kamala Harris. Fuck you, Nancy Pelosi. Chuck Schumer. Take your hammer and shove it up your ass. You want to mess with my Constitution? You want to talk about it not being absolute? You're riling up patriots more than you could ever rile up. This is not a war you want because it'll be over in less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Come on, Patriot Duke. Oh yeah.
You
You're
good, brother?
100% right about everything.
They're
Everything.
messing with they're messing with the wrong group of people. And if they think that we're just going to sit by and let them do this shit to us, and, you know, Joe Biden says, oh, the Constitution is an absolute. We can do whatever we want to it. No, you can't. You dumb motherfucker. Go over there and blow some coke with your son Hunter, you dumb son of a bitch. This is why Donald Trump came out and said, Joe Biden is a dumb son of a bitch. Donald Trump knew that if you mess with our Constitution, us patriots are not going to put up with it. Okay.
Yeah.
Before I get a migraine, sorry.
It's something you really can't. It's almost one of those untouchables, even for a president.
But he touched it, Terry. Biden touched it. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? No, no, no. No, Biden. It's like me being an exterminator and going up to a yellow jacket nest. Instead of attacking it with my chemicals that I do, yellow jackets are evil, and just shaking that hive, saying, come out and sting me. Joe Biden just did that to millions of Americans. When you said the Constitution is not absolute. What an idiotic, warful thing to say. That's right, Zach.
And I know I keep kind of bringing up history, but what did Caesar do when Rome was still a republic? He used the power. He used the power that he had to affect elections.
Very
true. He could. He was Pontius Maximus. He could say, "Oh, a bird flew by me today, and it was a bad sign." And you know, the election doesn't count. Right? He was able to do stuff like that. Shortly thereafter, Rome became an empire.
That's right.
Yep.
Sue coming in. Biden is not worthy of being our president of the USA. Not only is he not worthy, Sue, I agree with you right there. I think he is mentally incapable of even controlling his own dog.
Can he control his own bowel movements?
Yeah, he has to have a diaper.
Never worth a shit, never will be.
God. But although, Ms. Prepping, thank you for bringing that up. As Americans, we have to be okay with Joe Biden being the president. And now we have to be okay with Joe Biden's rhetoric of, oh, the Constitution isn't an absolute document. Well, just ignore it. Okay. I'm sorry. I have roots that go all the way back to Italy of 80, like 1080. No, I could go back that far. And all the way up to right now, I'm going to tell you that every single one of my family members that were in the military, that fought for our military, fought for that fucking Constitution we have. And now Biden's coming out and saying, oh, no, the Constitution doesn't really mean anything. We don't need it. Who the war words? That was an act of war from that president to our nation.
Yep.
It's an act of war, guys. I'm telling you, prep. Be ready. Shit's going to hit the fan if this guy continues his rhetoric.
Oh, I've been prepping for 8 months.
Be ready. Yeah, good. Prep now. Never is there a time to not be ready. Prep. All I'm saying is that if this guy continues to use his rhetoric to attack us actual patriots, to attack our actual Constitution that is written as a living, breathing document, y'all be ready, because there's 80 plus million of us that are ready to put a stop to it, and it's not going to be pretty. I'll put that on record. They want to come after me as a domestic terrorist. Well, come after 80 plus million Americans that are domestic terrorists. You dumb son of a bitches, don't attack my Constitution.
Well said.
I'm off my soapbox. I'm sorry. Man, I could go off on this shit. Yeah, Mike, hey, you're right. Joe Biden should be in prison. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure there's documentation out there that has Joe Biden on Jeffrey Epstein's plane that goes to pedophile Isle along with Bill Clinton, along with Hillary Clinton. Ugh. I'm so tired of this upside down world. Kay,
Hey,
thank
Kay.
you. Kay, if you want, jump on. Jump on. We love you, gal. We need you, Kay. We need you, Kay. You're an awesome individual. You're a voice of reason, and we all love you here. So when you get a chance, Kay, jump on. I'm on a soapbox and kind of look like Kong pounding my chest.
It's all good, brother. I can't really
Thanks,
speak
Sarah.
after you.
I'm sorry, dude.
I just know there's less people in Western Canada than there is Eastern Canada, but I think we have more guns.
Good.
Actually I know we do.
Good. Hey, guns are a neutralizer, Terry. And Australia is one of those countries that came in and did that mandatory buyback in Australia. And I'll never go to Australia. As beautiful of a country as that is, that government down there did a natural buyback. Well, not natural, a mandatory buyback for their firearms there. And the people were like, okay, here you go. Pussy ass motherfuckers.
Well,
and I'm telling you, you come to my house and say, okay, I'm going to give you $700 for a $1,200 gun. First of all, my gun's worth $1.5 million. You want to take it?
mm-hmm.
No, the people of Australia just willy-nilly gave them up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That gun to me is protected by my Second Amendment right. And who the fuck does the government think they could come and try to take it? And if I'm going to talk to all of the law enforcement officers out there, all military officers out there, I'm going to talk to you right now. If you, for 1 minute, think it's okay to go take civilian firearms, you are now breaking the Constitution and you are an enemy of America. I'm going to put that out there. Don't try it. Mm-mm. We are not Bolshevik Russia 1896. We are not. You want to try to take our guns, you are now part of the problem. Plain and simple.
I, like you, like, even though I don't own any guns, I know many people who legally own many firearms. And I know I dealt with one guy at work. His firearm collection is going to be his retirement fund.
It's like gold.
But not if the fucking government tries to put, like, if the government pulled, like, even, like, dude, he had a nickname Happy Feet because he was just a short little dude, man. He was maybe 5'4", like, and he was into the Holland and Holland.
Nice.
Right? Like,
Right.
So, do you think he'd be
Kay.
happy?
I love you, Kay.
No. But do you think, even somebody like him, just a little happy dude that, just likes hunting and going out, right, has a gun collection that's going to be his retirement fund, and the government's going to give him 5 cents on the dollar? Right. Even something like that.
Sorry, guys.
No worries. Okay. What do you got, Zach?
What, buddy?
Kay, you are truly my best friend, and actually I consider you my sister. I love you so much.
Yeah. Well said, Zach.
But yeah, I guarantee if they tried to do a buyback up here, it wouldn't go like how it did in Australia.
No.
No, yeah. There's it wouldn't. Definitely wouldn't. Yeah, are you trying to talk, Duke? You're still on.
Yeah, sorry, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I hate technology. I'll be right back.
Okay.
IBRB. Okay, showing some love. There you go.
How you doing, Demeter?
Yeah. How else? What other way is there to say it? Say it like it is.
Yeah. That's what
I don't
about this?
get.
What is about this? About the government being too big and too tyrannical? Look at what's happening right now. Same damn thing.
Yeah.
You know, trying to, tell us how to live our lives and all this other shit. That's overstepping their freaking bounds in my book.
the way that the liberals up here somehow seem to be able to skirt the constitutional law is actually amazing to me. Remember Zach, I said like there was one, he was supposed to be giving a deposition.
Yeah.
He was a member of the Liberal Party. He was supposed to be given a deposition, and he was talking like this to drag it out and not have to go through all the details. Fuck me. I'm watching this going like, really? This is somebody that's representing my country, and he's like, Zach could type faster than this fucker was talking. It was ridiculous, man. And
we're looking at possible World War III. Why would we give up our guns? Good question.
Fuck.
Man. The one thing I have to tell you guys, and I'm sorry about that, technical difficulties. 5G is awesome until it's not awesome. But anyways, never once have I thought that bloodshed is okay. I don't like it. I hate it. The idea of taking another human life is outside of my comparability. But if you mess with my family, if you mess with my kids, if you mess with my Constitution, then I could justify why I have to go this route. Is that understood? I don't want it. I don't want it. I value human life. Human life is precious. So precious. Just don't, liberals, if you're watching, if there's any government officials watching, do not push us patriots to a point of where we have to do the unthinkable. Please, I'm begging you, don't do it. Don't mess with my Second Amendment right. Don't mess with my First Amendment right. Don't fuck with my Constitution. We'll be okay. We could get along. But the second you start messing with that stuff is the second you're going to understand the revolution was fought for a reason, and we'll do it again. Mark my words.
Is there
Yeah.
Is there an amendment in the Constitution that says that rioting and looting is okay because you're pissed off about something?
Oh,
No.
Terry, the media puts it under peaceful protest. What part of BLM and Antifa is peaceful protest. I even heard one of my cop friends out here in Colorado said, regardless of the Chauvin case, that's the cop that supposedly killed George Floyd. I don't think he did. I don't think it happened. I think George Floyd was so hopped up on methamphetamines, he was going to die regardless of a knee on his neck. Neon neck. One of the cops out here said, regardless of the outcome of that trial, there's going to be riots. Not guilty, guilty.
Yeah.
They're going to make
California, Portland.
Well, well, even if he's guilty of something, it'll be a riot over a lesser charge or something like that, right?
They're going to riot regardless.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Zach?
Go ahead, buddy.
Floyd actually had 3 drugs in his system.
And he was so far over the methamphetamine levels. It was like 0.003 methamphetamine levels for folks that are normally taking methamphetamine. Meth. George Floyd was at 11%. It was like 1,000 times 1,000. With that much meth in his system, he was bound to die that day.
Thanks, brother.
Zach, I would say at this point in time, go ahead and open up the panel. Let these folks jump in.
Yeah. I'd like to hear what they have to say.
I got this fucking monkey off my back. They heard me rant. Probably turned off quite a few folks, but anger is anger, and it's a righteous anger.
Yeah. Zach.
Yeah, that's right. Zach, do it again. Yeah.
I can't get the hook right. I can't get
Come
the
on,
hook
CP,
right.
put up the middle finger, bro. Yeah, there we go.
Right.
And if we do that to you, Patriots, it's because we love you. You're number one in our book.
Right, exactly.
I love you too, Zach.
There he is.
There's Tack.
There we go.
Knew it was only a matter of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the new I love you.
That's I love you. That's the double cross I love you.
I love y'all.
YT, what's up, bro? What's up, YT?
Yeah, there's YT.
Hey, good, buddy.
Whew. Sorry, guys. I've been it for a bit there.
No, you're fine, man. That's
God.
sorry I missed it. I can't stay on long. Just to let you guys know. Just to let you guys know, I got into a little bit of trouble from work, so I'm suspended for 4 days.
Oh fuck! What'd you do, Tack?
Can't stay off my phone, I guess.
Oh my God. So, Tack, with that said, I'll back for you.
There you go.
Dude, don't get in trouble for a pod, man. You're always welcome on. Just, you have a livelihood, and God bless you for what you do, dude.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Man,
I appreciate
my
it.
truck drivers are our best friend. Jesus.
No,
you have to know that.
Not getting on the stream isn't the problem. It's when other people are live and I want to say hi, I need to stop. So that's when they get me. We have these cameras right here.
Oh, okay. So they're watching you.
Yeah, they're watching me. It faces that way, and this way.
And they hear you? Is that an audible one too?
No, they can't hear me.
Oh,
Can't hear me. But I told them when they were putting it in, I said, "Are you guys sure? Because I'll drive naked if you want me to."
Oh, Tack! Hold on. Damn it! I have no cash in my wallet. I'm just kidding.
All you
Oh
gotta do is
my
if they say, hey, you know, I saw your camera. Oh, really? Okay, check out my camera tomorrow. Why are you shirtless? Why aren't you?
We'll call you the stripper truck driver.
Sun's out, guns out, bro. Sun's out, guns out.
Tack, maybe you could teach Zach a few moves on that pole that you have in your truck.
This guy, I swear.
Oh,
man.
Never mind me. Never mind me.
You got to freaking laugh. Oh man.
We have to. We have to find joy in life.
Absolutely.
And Jack's coming in. Without truckers, we will not have food or other clothes or anything like that. That's what I'm telling you, Tack. You're a hero. You're a hero, bro.
You know, maybe I might make another channel and call it the Naked Trucker.
Oh, shit. No,
boy.
The stripper trucker. The stripper trucker. And the more people talk, the more you take off clothing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
You freaking guys, I swear.
Hey, when Tack gets on with me, I'm sorry.
Hey.
Stephanie said I won't do it. I will do it. Don't tempt me. I will make the stripper trucker or the naked trucker, and you know, none of the guys will watch it, but I'm sure the women will.
Hey,
I'd watch
half a second.
Bro, if you ended up in a Borat outfit, I would definitely watch it, man.
The little speedo.
Holy crap.
going up the
it'd be like Cheech and Chong.
This is my speedo. My girlfriend like it. She #1 prostitute in Kazakhstan.
We'll call it up and pull. We'll call it up and pull. Kay's even saying I'm not opposed to that. See? Tack, I think you got a new channel going on.
Hey, you know, you gotta be a little bit out there, you know. You gotta do something that nobody else has done. I don't think it'll last very long on YouTube though, because you know they'll be like, this guy drives naked.
Dude, I could see like millions and millions of viewers.
Just by the name, people are like, I'm gonna subscribe because I gotta see this.
Tack, are you even wearing pants right now? Like,
oh my God, Terry.
You want me to stand up? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Oh my Lord, Tack.
Somebody in chat's gonna be like, you know what? Somebody's gonna be like, you know what? I think you're a liar. Stand up.
Ass Road Truckers, Mike Kane came in with Ass
You freaking guys.
Oh man.
Oh my God, that's killer. I love Ice Road Truckers, but Ass Road Truckers. I think we're on to something, folks. I think we're on. Let me tell you something, brothers. We need to make this happen.
On this episode of Ash Road Truckers, Mr. Mayhem.
God.
Mr. Mayhem is falling through the crack, but there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
And you can hear his ass cracking.
His ass cracking.
He's got a king size sleeper.
Oh my God! I haven't laughed this hard in ages.
Woo, that one puckered up my butthole, guys. Let's do that again.
Like Beavis the Butthead.
Mike A, what the hell did you start, bro?
Oh my God.
Could you imagine if I got pulled over? Oh man, I would love to get that dash cam footage. Sir, would you step out of the vehicle, please? No, get back up there. Get back up there.
Do you want my license and do you want my license and registration, or do you want my panties? Oh shit! Oh my god!
Janice got some money for me. Hell yeah!
Especially that movie Kingpin with fucking
me,
Randy Quaid fucking does strip it for money.
Oh my god!
Yeah, what I thought.
If this doesn't get us banned from YouTube, I don't know what will.
I don't know what will.
Ah, the hell with them.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's hurting.
Hey, Tack, here's an idea. I had one customer come in and say when he's on a long straight road, I guess his fridge is like right behind the driver's seat, and he'll throw it on cruise control and actually get up and go grab a sandwich out of his fridge. So if he can do if he can do that, you should be able to do a little jig.
Oh my god, Terry!
Like while you're rolling down the road.
See that?
Give it a little belly flop
right there.
Oh yeah.
Okay, tactfully trucking exposed. Oh my
god. So you can reach that. But no,
if there's something way back there. See, I have this refrigerator here. Got this refrigerator here, and I got this one there. But I used to put my drinks in there, and what I would do is, if it was way back there, I would set the cruise control, take off my seatbelt, and I'd go like this. And I would drive down the road, reaching out to grab that thing, and I was like, you know what? How funny would that be if somebody was just passing me? And they look up and they didn't see anybody in the passenger seat.
No,
in the driver's seat. Driving.
This dude told me he literally got up. He would get the truck if there was no traffic. He'd put it right in the middle of the road, so you're not on the camber of the road.
Same here, Solus.
And he would literally get up, leave the steering wheel, get up, walk behind his fucking chair, grab a sandwich quick out of the fridge, and then jump back in before he swerved out.
There you go.
This got fucked up in about 2 seconds.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it did. You heard of Naked and Afraid. It's going to be afraid that I'm naked. You're going to click on the show. You're like, oh man, he might be naked. I don't know.
Tack, if you really want to make this special, just ask Zach. He has one of those midgets in his closet you could use.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
She'll fit up there.
I got a refrigerator for it.
Who put suspenders on it?
Keep her on ice. Oh man, I didn't say that.
Shit, man.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Oh man.
It's turned fucking south real quick.
Yeah, it goes downhill real fast in this section here.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah, you know what?
Look at Zach. Zach's just going.
No wonder Zach doesn't send me the link anymore.
Aww. Zach loves you, Tack. Zach Tack connection.
Yeah.
I love Zach too.
I apologize for the chat, but damn, this is funny shit.
Yeah, this is bizarre. We went from Constitution to midgets and freaking Tack getting naked.
Hey, me driving naked is my constitutional right.
That is. It ties right into it, man. Come on.
Yeah, there you go. You know?
Ties right into it.
I am Fourth Amendment. I am free to be secure in my persons and possessions. And if I have none, hey, if I have none, you can't search, you know?
Hey, bro.
You're gonna have to get a doctor to check up on the bunghole.
I remember, like, I don't know, about 20 years ago or whatever, I was landscaping, and and our foreman was a girl,
shit.
a part of the community that we won't speak of, but she rolled up to a truck driver that was dropping off a bunch of plants and shrubs that we're supposed to put in the park.
Yeah.
She came basically running back to the truck, and she's like, he's in there naked.
Oh my God.
What the
Well,
fuck?
don't walk on
Okay,
him,
yeah. And she's like, you go up there. Oh, like
Jeez.
I want to see some fucking dude in a truck naked.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Okay.
Zach.
Better you than me, Terry.
Fuck.
Zach's got something.
Yep.
All of
Oh
you
my
have a
gosh.
that makes me want to be a better person every day, love more than I ever had, and want to be the best friend that you ever had. Meeting you was one of the most amazing things that has happened to me, and I don't ever want to do something that breaks the friendship that I have with you. I love you until the end of time.
Aw. My brother
Zach getting all mushy. Hey,
he got mushy.
you know we
Yeah.
love you, brother.
He said
Come
the
on.
exact same thing to his midget girlfriend in the closet.
Maybe that's who he's actually. Maybe that's who he's actually typing it to.
Oh God.
Maybe he calls her brother just because it's easier to get to on his keypad.
Oh God damn, Zach. We love you, Zach.
Oh man, love you, Zach.
Zach, you're our glue,
Yeah,
Zach.
we love
You're
you,
our
buddy.
glue, Zach.
You know what? Don't get short with me, Zach. All right.
Right.
Hey, us fucking idiots always got to make fun of the
Yeah.
smartest person around, right?
Amen to that. Hey,
Yeah.
I was a jock back in the day. So it's easy to pick on Zach, but he gives it back to me like tenfold. It's like, oh God, how do I respond to that, Zach? Oh God, here we go.
So how in the world does a midget belittle somebody?
Ow.
Oh my God.
See little?
Yeah, belittle.
Dude,
What the shit?
that's such a dark joke. Okay, jump on. We need sanity to
Holy
this pod.
shit,
This has got
piss.
out of control. Okay, you need to come take control. Zach's getting ready to show his midget porn films. Everybody else is getting ready to I mean,
Oh, that's hilarious.
Kay, just jump on. We need you here,
Yeah.
Kay. We need you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, come on, Kay. I can't be the only sexy person up in here.
Yeah, no shit, dude.
Shit. Oh.
Man, I don't think I've ever seen Zach flip this many birds.
I love
I
it,
think he's
man.
going on like 20 now.
Yeah,
20,
you know what?
23,
Yeah.
24.
Zach just showed you a flock, buddy.
Yeah, he did.
Does
Yeah.
YouTube have a limit for birds?
No, I don't think so.
Fuck, I hope not.
Yeah, seriously, UK, jump on. Come on, we need you. No joke, kid. Get in here. Your fans await you, which means all of us.
Hey, you know what? I would say 0 fucks were given, but Zach gave a bunch.
It flew away.
Oh, my freaking abs.
Kay, no, stop, Kay. We did not get the wrong one. Get your ass on, Kay. Come on. Come on, Kay. Where you at? Oh, we love Kay. Kay's amazing.
I think I just got a
Mike
six-pack of
A.
laughing so freaking hard.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
look at what Mike K said.
And Mike,
Absolutely. 4K.
It's normal size. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
There you go.
What the hell?
Good point, Mike. Mike always comes in with solid, stable points.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yes, he does. Goddamn, Mike. Thank you. Wait a minute. Now that we're on the 4K, what if we do midget porn on 8K? Is that going to mean they're going to be tall?
What about a curved screen with the curved screen?
Oh,
Lord.
Yeah, we all forget about the curved screen.
I heard Zach got a 3D,
Duke, you
a
fucking
3D
ruined it for us,
TV. He wanted to be a part of the action.
Oh, that's number 20.
Oh my
Zach
God.
went to go hug it.
Oh my God.
Damn, it's the TV.
I'm so glad midget
We
porn
love you,
is not in
Zach.
3D right now. Seriously.
Oh my God.
Oh, Lord.
Lord. Jeez.
Oh, man.
Oh my
All
God.
Whiskey tough.
Love it.
Oh, man.
Breathe.
Hey,
Right?
I
Zach,
can't. That's the shitty part.
Zachary, just remember, no matter what, you got to strut, brother.
Yep.
Woo!
Yep. All right. Well, I got to get back on the road, guys. So I'll be seeing you.
All right, Tack.
I'll
Love you, brother.
I'll be
Okay.
listening.
Hey,
Tack,
be
thanks
listening.
for
I
jumping.
know.
Thanks for jumping in, Tack. We love you, bro.
All right.
This is the way you get in trouble.
That's right. That's right. Oh my God.
Can't believe you got suspended for that. Wow.
Putting pants on. Jesus, give me 1 minute. Okay, I mean, it's a pod. Everything's ahead and above. If you don't want to put pants on, I mean, nobody's going to complain.
Put a tutu on. That's what I wore the first time I did a pod.
Oh, damn it, Kay.
It's just like, damn you guys.
Damn you guys. Hey, not going to apologize.
Ever.
Where were we at before we went off on this midget porn thing? I forgot. Oh, Constitution. Right. Oh, no, I think I got pissed. I think I got our voice heard. I think Zach, what do you have, buddy? You have anything backed up on your computer there? Bill of Rights, number 1, Amendment 1, religion, speech, priest, press, assembly, petition. I said, what the hell is priest? Anyways, Zach, so one of the reasons why the Americans, for the Revolutionary War, back in England when they came over here, of course, they didn't have the freedom of press. They didn't have the freedom of speech. And so one of the
religion either.
That's right. They were overtaxed in England. There was one church in England, the Church of England, and they couldn't worship the way they wanted to. They couldn't petition the government because if you petition the government in England, they'd behead you. And so they came over here to America, and lo and behold, Revolutionary War, knock you out, Americans win, redcoats go. You know, that was the whole reason behind the Bill of Rights and the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was the freedom to watch midget porn without getting scrutinized.
Absolutely.
I think that's number 30 that Zach put me off tonight.
Excuse me.
Nice, CP.
Oh, boy.
Damn.
Oh, damn. Sorry, guys.
Congress, that's okay, dude. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or the press or the right of the people peaceably. All this stemmed from England. England was a very oppressive state. There was a monarchy, okay? If you didn't agree with the king, you are found treasonous and beheaded. And so they ruled by fear. Are we going to be ruled by fear in America? Or are we going to be ruled by the rights of the Bill of Rights and the Constitution? What would you much rather have? Beheaded because you don't agree? Or your mouth to project your voice and our rights to be protected under a document?
Dude, think about it. The Church of England was created by Henry VIII.
That's right.
Who beheaded he beheaded like what, 7, 8 wives?
Yeah.
Because they couldn't produce him a male heir?
That's right. That's right.
Right? Like, gee, you have 5 daughters.
That's right.
So what does that honestly,
dude? Behead my daughters.
But like what does that tell you about, you know, like honestly, my family, hey, heretically, we're Church of England. Right. I'm pretty much not, right? Kind of Church of myself right now, but you think
that's okay.
They're trying to take away religion. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it so you can't go there.
That's right.
Like he was rebelling against Rome because he thought Rome was too tyrannical about their religion, but he made one just as tyrannical.
Amen, Marty. I see that. And the problem with me with England at the time was the people got tired of that dictatorship. I know they call it a monarchy, but when you start proposing your will over the people of your country, saying you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this. I understand law. I have a bachelor's degree in criminal justice with a minor in criminal Scientology. I understand the rule of law. But the problem is with folks out there that don't understand why the English came to America was they were getting tired of a tyrannical government imposing their will on the people. That's why we kicked the redcoats' ass. It was done. Taxation without representation. Oh, you have to preach this one way. You have to learn under this church. The separation of church and powers is a very important thing in America. Nice, CP. So, you know, the Constitution was written to not give us a means to be under a tyrannical power. As a matter of fact, quite the opposite. We run the government. They don't run us. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. And if the government decides to try to be too big, the power of the people have a right to overthrow that government. That's constitutional.
There's actually a quote I want to share with you by President Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan. Oh, damn it. Come on, you shitbag.
That's not what Ronald Reagan said.
Yeah, I didn't hear him ever say that. Come on.
No, my fucking that's PFP in my ass. But anyway, this is so true. It says freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same. But one day, we will spend our sunset years telling our children, and our children's children, what was once like in the United States, where men were free.
There we go.
I rest my freaking case.
That's right.
Reagan was trying to warn us about this communist shit back then.
And Ronald Reagan also said that the worst things you could hear from your government is, we're here from the government and we're here to help.
Yeah. Isn't that what Jackass Biden just said?
Yes.
Bro, that's what I've heard for the last. That's what I've heard for the last 5-6 years.
And YT came in hot here. Absolutely, per the Constitution, the government's job is to arm us with ammos and guns. We are a militia. Okay. If you look up what actually the Second Amendment states, We are armed by the government. Our arms need to equal the military arms. Oh, but the liberal media will tell you differently. No, you can't. You can't have a freaking AR-15, an assault rifle, which these fuckers don't even know what it stands for. Is Amorite, but you can't have an AR-14. That or 14 is what Biden said. Go off on that tangent later. Well, we have the right as an American citizen to have the same or values of the military. If I want to own a tank and a F-15, I can own a tank and an F-15, and I actually can. By law.
If you can afford it, yeah. If you can afford it, yeah.
That's right.
But even think about
because if you look at the way the Patriot movie, The Patriot, where we have the final battle at Hell's Den or whatever the hell it is, you'll see militia on the left and the Continental on the right. They had the same equal firepower. Why can't we have it right now?
That's our Second Amendment right.
Right.
We have the right to do that. Keep this one up, Zach.
But if the government doesn't want us to have it, that's the problem.
No, and this is kind of wrapping up what you're saying here, dude, from Yoper RD. Maybe it's time to overthrow the government. I'm going to take out your LOL, bro. Maybe it's time. I don't want to go there right now because we're already labeled as domestic terrorists. Just because I fly a Trump flag in my driveway, the red flag law that Joe Biden wants, and this red flag law is a ton of bullshit, means if my neighbor doesn't like my Trump flag, he could turn me in to the local authorities as being a domestic terrorist, and they could come and lawfully take away my guns. Here's one for you. A doctor, I believe it was in Massachusetts, had a patient that gave him bad Yelp reviews. Now, I think it's Massachusetts, so don't quote me. But he gave him bad review on Yelp, and the doctor didn't like those bad reviews, turned him under the red flag laws in that state, and they came and confiscated his guns because of a bad fucking Yelp review.
Oh my God. You can't tell me shit like that's going on, man, because that's totally fucking communist.
It's fucking ridiculous. I'm telling you right now. If the government,
Boston.
If the government wants to create an act of war against me and my house, I have a two-pronged test. Number one, come and try to take my kids away from me without provocation, which means if you try to come and say, hey, look, we don't like your point of view on politics, we're going to take your kids away from you, that is now an act of war against me and my family. Okay? Number two,
that's bullshit.
If I'm flying a Trump flag in my yard and my neighbor turns me in, oh, I don't feel comfortable around this Trump fan, you got to go take his guns. And you try to come take my guns, and I ask you, why are you taking my guns? And you say, well, because your neighbor turns you in because you have a Trump flag. That's an act of war against me and my family and the Constitution of the United States of America. And I'm telling you, military folks, I'm telling you, police folks, you better get your shit in gear. You better not start doing this to us, folks. If we're law-abiding citizens and we have the right to bear arms and you come and take it from us without provocation, I didn't commit a felony. I didn't do anything to my children. If you want to create an act of war against me, do that.
You know what's screwed up?
And now our video is going to be taken down.
You know the ATF guy that Biden wants to put in as ATF? He was involved in the fucking events in Waco, Texas.
Right.
That killed those innocent Christians.
John, I agree with you here.
Yeah. John, you want to read it, Duke?
No, you go ahead, Terry.
So yeah, since the right to bear arms shall not be infringed, then Bernie should be offering us guns since he thinks healthcare is a right and should be free. Welfare addicts are never.
That's right. I get it.
Don't even
John,
get me
good
started,
point.
man. Especially, I've lived through the New Democrat, which are worse than the liberals. They are absolutely fascist.
Right.
They prioritized antidotes for, like, what the hell is that drug called? I don't even know. I don't even care.
No.
Because I'm doing it. But like they prioritized treating addicts and people who drain money from our society than helping people actually provide economic input into society.
That's right.
Same reason I probably could have talked one of my customers the other day into coming onto the show, because as I was dealing with him, he needed some new springs for his pickup truck. So I'm hooking him up, and he's like, literally, the words out of his mouth, "Don't even fucking talk to me about Joe Biden."
God. Typical.
Right?
Typical.
And this is from somebody that's, I'm at least 14 hours drive from the U.S. border, from the 49th parallel.
Right.
Literally 14 hours. So for somebody up here this far away to say something about fuck Joe Biden. Don't even get me started on him. I mean,
I agree with it though. Fuck Joe Biden.
And totally unprovoked though.
Right.
Like, I didn't say anything about it.
Yeah, I know. And Zach jumped in here. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. You guys have to understand where Zach's coming from on this, because this is actually in the Constitution, the Second Amendment. The security of a free state. What is a free state? A free state is that which we govern ourselves without government interference. Okay? That's free state. And the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Infringed. Everybody says, oh, well, it's infringed. What does infringe mean? Okay, and I'm going to give you the definition of infringe. That means you can't come take my guns. Infringement means outside of law, and we do have laws in America that does dictate what firearms can be taken away from who. If you're a felon, if you're a hardcore domestic abuser, you can have your firearms taken away. But as a free state, state means people. You cannot come take my firearms under any circumstance. If I'm well within law, if I'm well within the Constitution, you try to come take my guns, you're going to have a problem. And 80 plus a million Americans agree with this. No mandatory buyback law. Oh, you have to come give up your guns and sell them here. No, fuck you. Plain and simple, it's not going to happen.
I don't know how to say that name.
Collarton. Hopefully we said it right. Go ahead, Terry.
So what do you think about, or what do you think when these gun law people say if guns aren't controlled, more schools will be shot up, more dead kids, etc.?
I'm going to be on first and foremost, Terry, before you go on with anything. Let me tell you something. In America, you can own a firearm. Only in America do they not allow our teachers or somebody of power to have a gun in a school unless you're a police officer. That's sorry.
Ridiculous.
The means does not justify the ends here. If I, as an American, I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to protect the school, take down those signs that say gun-free zone. Put up a sign that says enter at your own risk.
Yeah.
Arm those teachers. Arm that janitor. Arm those people that are qualified to have a firearm. You're not taking my firearm away from me because these assholes go into schools that are a gun-free zone. No, it's not going to happen. Arm the teachers, arm the people qualified. You'll put into that. Same with Walmart, same with Kmart, same with Safeway, same with any store out there. Don't put up signs that says gun-free zone. Put up a sign that says enter at your own risk.
Yeah,
that'll end every school shooting, because I guarantee you what happened in Boulder, Colorado at King Soopers, if that guy knew he was going to have a bullet in his head from one patron in that store, he would have never entered that store. Fight fire with fire, knock them out before they have a chance to make damage.
Hey, Duke, to your point, I think it's maybe somebody can look this up and correct me on this, but Sweden has like a mandatory military.
Yes, they do. 2 years military, you get a gun.
Yep.
That's right.
Yes.
And they get to keep their firearms too.
They get to keep them in their house. So I'm pretty sure it was a couple of years ago I read this. They have the lowest rate of home invasions in the world.
Yes, they do.
Why? Because they know everybody, if there's a man and a woman living in that house and they're over the age of 21, they have a semi-automatic rifle that they have been trained to use.
That's right. Enter at your own risk.
Absolutely. It's like Texas over there, really.
Yep.
And also with Sweden, their crime rate is really low because their jail system is different than here in America. Their jail system there, you get like a social worker, and the jail looks more like a dorm, and they try to get you back.
They actually try and rehabilitate. They actually try to, not throw you in a fucking cage.
Right.
And Annie G just came in. We're currently in more peril from the government and should never give up our Second Amendment rights.
Absolutely.
Yes, Annie. Thank you. Spot on. 100%. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Never, ever, ever kneel to the power of the government. Ever.
Right there on the edge of my property, I have signs that say trespassers will be shot.
That's
Survivors will be shot again.
There you go. Exactly.
Absolutely. And and to that point, like bringing back Sweden, they don't need to put that on the edge of their property because everybody knows.
They know. But it's a good thing in America to have that, though, Terry. I literally have.
It's a good thing everywhere to have that.
I literally have signs on my property saying no trespassing, enter at your own risk, which means if you're coming here to do a crime against me and my family, I will take that as an act of war. I'm not going to ask questions first. I will ask after I shoot. And I have that God-given right, according to Colorado law. It's called Make My Day law, that if you're here to cause bodily harm to me or my family and or to make property damage, I have a right to just shoot you. Don't come to my house with a mitigated thought that you're going to do harm to me. It's not going to end well with you.
Just take out the kneecap, bro. He'll remember it for the rest of his life.
Dude, I had one cop tell me, you know, if you're going to shoot to kill because you don't want to be asked questions in court.
Yeah. See, actually, when you go to get your CCW, they teach you to shoot center mass because a headshot, leg shot, extremity shot is really difficult. And
aim small, miss small.
Yeah, exactly. Aim small, miss small.
Yep.
And I mean,
that's right.
You know, like to the point of, you know, the Second Amendment, a well-regulated militia. You know, a lot of people are like, well, you know, we got the National Guard now. Well, that's not a militia.
It's not a militia.
What's a militia? What's a militia? It's able-bodied men and women aged 17 up.
That's right.
18 to 45.
No, it's actually 17.
It's actually 17.
Yep.
It is definitely 17.
17 to 40.
That's right.
I think
it's 17 to 45, I believe.
I think because of media, though, the term militia has a really negative connotation.
It's now under the white nationalist. You know, if you're a militia, you're now white supremacist, and these fuckers in the media,
yeah,
they're going to label everything that does not coincide with their narrative as being a white supremacist group. I'm sorry, but a well-regulated militia could have white people, black people, yellow people, everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter who you are.
As long as you got me, you got my back.
That's right.
That's it.
That's what a militia is, and it consists of civilians. And there's Mike K. It's about damn time.
There she is.
Hey.
Sorry. Oh,
you're okay, Kay. You're okay. Thank you for coming on, Kay.
That can be our new nickname. Okay.
Okay. God dang, Kay, we love you to death. Thank you for joining up.
Sorry, I'm on the camera in a second. I'm trying to get my jacket on so I can go outside and smoke a freaking cigarette.
Yay.
Yes, yay.
Amen to that.
Yay. Damn straight. But just, Kay,
that's your constitutional right.
Right. Kay, have you been listening in? What's your thoughts on the Second Amendment?
Well, did you catch the quote I put in there by Samuel Adams? That's actually my favorite quote.
Zach, go find it. Put it up again.
It was. And let me make sure. Yeah, okay. I'll write it out. So weird. Oh, okay, there it goes. If ye love wealth better than liberty, and the tranquility of servitude better than the animating contest of freedom, go home from us in peace. We ask not your counsels or arms. Crouch down and lick the hands which feed you. May your chains set lightly upon you, and may posterity forget that ye were ever our countrymen.
That's right.
Fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
So
and
if you
in
aren't
context,
willing to stand up for your fucking freedoms, then you're not a free man.
I'm going to break it down to millennial terms. If any millennial is watching that's a liberal out there, what Kay just posted means don't be a fucking pussy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Stand up for what's
Well,
right, and that's why we have that Constitution.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm getting ready.
I finally got signal and it came back and I came back at like the weirdest part. Like all I was like, what?
That's okay, bud. Anytime you come on is awesome.
Yeah.
I can't find my shoes now. Found my cigarettes. Now where the hell are my shoes and my beer?
I would say
you remembered to get beer today, Kay. Good.
No, I got it. I ended up getting it yesterday, and
okay.
I finally got some sleep yesterday too. I just a very odd place. That's probably the weirdest place I've ever fallen asleep in my life, but it's cool.
Careful.
There's been a few places that I remember waking up in that I don't remember falling asleep in, and that's pretty fucking weird.
Not weird. Zach, throw that up again, buddy.
Yeah.
So we're talking the Bill of Rights Amendment number 3, quartering of troops. Does anybody know what quartering of troops meant, especially during the Revolutionary War?
It was the stage before mustering, right?
No.
What?
No, the quartering of troops.
Oh, especially
during the World War II. I'm sorry, Revolutionary War. The quartering of troops meant if you were a civilian and you harbored troops from both the good side and the bad side, you were giving quarter. You were helping out folks. So quartering of troops meant you're just helping out. You're being a good Samaritan. The British broke that rule when they started burning down houses that were quartering troops from the colonists.
Or just shooting everybody.
Yeah, they would actually go in and shoot them. They would take the English, the redcoats would take their folks off that property's land. They would shoot the colonists and they burn that house down. And so the reason why that, quartering came into effect was because the colonists that were there, they didn't have anything to do with the war. They were just there to try to help people live. And the British screwed that over. They fucked that over because they started shooting the people that were helping everybody. That's why that amendment's in there.
Yeah, and then they got pissed off when the Americans started shooting their officers.
Okay, so we're not going to go.
That was a war crime.
It wasn't.
What they
not
did
at that point in time.
Well,
I mean, the officers
started a war crime.
No, the officers started it when they started burning villages down of civilians.
Oh, absolutely.
There was no other repercussion for the Patriots to start taking out the officers. It was a gentleman's war to begin with, and the redcoats screwed that pooch when they started burning down civilians, burning down their towns, taking out their whole populace because they were quartering. Again, that's why Zach put that up there. They were quartering both redcoats and bluecoats. Okay, the British lit a fire under the militia.
Yeah.
Captain Ralph Stewart, the role that Mel Gibson plays in the Patriot, is actually
Benjamin Martin.
Benjamin Martin.
Benjamin Martin, yeah.
Go ahead, Kay, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. So that's actually my heritage. My grandma has went and done all of our genealogy.
Awesome.
And
cool.
Yeah, she started when she got into the Daughters of the American Revolution, and we found out that we were related to him.
Wow.
Really? Wow.
Now, on that side, I'm not proud of this, and I kind of speak about it laughingly. My family side that came from England was actually on the redcoat side.
Well, and this is what a lot of people don't realize is it was brothers versus brothers. I mean, there's...
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
It was harsh. But, Kay, that kind of why we have the Constitution now. It's because we don't want to have another revolution like, in the 1700s again. We made this Constitution to guarantee men and women rights that was outside of English law back in the day. We fled, I say we, I didn't flee, but my family fled England. Well, my family was a redcoat, but they fled England to come over to America to make a new life for them that was more prosperous than was in England. If that makes sense. It's kind of hard for me because I know a lot of people say, well, yeah, I had my grandfather, my grandma, and blah, 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 that goes down to... No, I've actually backed up my heritage too. My family were redcoats.
What the fight relatives served.
But, the whole singular idea behind a constitution is to make sure that we as a people are free today.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, they're slowly taking those freedoms away, but that's because we aren't holding anybody's feet on fire. We're
not holding the line.
Here's the thing. I heard somebody the other day say, oh, I vote straight Republican tickets. That's cool. Guess what? In Louisiana, when I started doing this, I started going and getting my ballot printed out beforehand, and I would sit down with a pen and a pad and a fucking computer, and I went and looked at every fucking name on my ballot. You know what I found out? 3 of the Republican candidates had just switched from Democrat. And guess what? I ended up voting for like 4 Democrats because they still had more values, wanted to
That's right.
respect. In Louisiana, they're very pro-gun. And so even the Dems
That's right.
were pro-gun. Now, so these Dems were against abortion and against gun control. Guess what? The fucking Republicans that were on the ticket wanted more gun control. And
All right.
this is why people need to actually do their research. Don't go fucking vote if you're not going to pay attention to who you're voting for.
That's right. That's right. Amen to that. I mean, do you guys remember here in Colorado, especially, it was back in the early 90s, we had mid-90s, we had a candidate run for Congress and he won. His name was Ben Nighthorse Campbell. And he ran as a Democrat. He was Native American Indian. And after 2 years of him being in Congress, he got won over election again. Ben Nighthorse Campbell changed his affiliation from Democrat to Republican. The reason being is he told his constituents that being a Native American Indian lined up more with not Republican values, but libertarian values.
Yes.
Okay, and when he said that, yeah, he was knocked down. Libertarians back in the mid-90s was almost an unforeseen. Nobody wanted to hear about libertarians back in the mid-90s. So Ben Nighthorse Campbell changed. That's right. Thank you. That's right. Spot on, Kay. Yeah. That's what he did. And he was a Native American Indian. And Zach coming on here. No soldier shall in any time of peace be quarantined in any house without the consent of the owner, not in time of war, but in a manner to be prescribed by law. That's where the quartering came from. Okay, so this is why, again, the Revolutionary War brought this about.
Well, in 1918 and 19, when we had the Spanish influenza and they quarantined, they still made sure that the quarantine still fell under the 5th and the 14th, and it could not be arbitrary, oppressive. And what the fuck was the other one? Essentially, you still have fucking rights, even if you were placed under quarantine.
Yes,
you still have rights.
Mm-hmm. And if you quartered somebody in your house under those quarantine rules, you are protected under law to not be subjugated to such laws that would brandish you as a traitor.
So who fucked that up for us?
Honestly, government.
2003.
They forget this Constitution.
2003. George Bush fucked that up for us.
Fuck George Bush. Sorry.
Yeah. Heck with a nice.
That Patriot Act. Fuck that Patriot Act. Yeah. Oh man, George Bush. He screwed. Okay, anybody out there that's like a diehard Republican and loves George Bush, I'm going to tell you, he started. Yeah. He started this. Can't stand Bush.
Mm-hmm.
What a slime bag. Sorry.
Yep. That's when, I'm sorry, but 9/11 was nothing more than
an inside job.
Another ploy to get us to do what? Hand over our liberty for security. Kiss my ass.
And let me ask you a question. This is a huge question.
Yeah.
When the Patriot Act became enacted, how long after 2001, September 11th, did that take place?
I don't know. It was immediately, wasn't it?
2003.
Oh, yeah, 03.
Yep. Yep. And let me tell you,
and it was actually an executive order.
That's right. It was an executive order. And okay, so I'll say another statement that's going to take us down from YouTube. I don't give a shit. 9/11 was an inside job. Prove me if I'm wrong.
I have all the documents you want. If you want to try to prove me wrong after reading the documents, you need to read them again.
There you go.
You can email me for the. Actually, I think I have the link. I'm gonna get this laptop plugged in real quick.
Yes,
I
Mike.
have
The
a
whole
zip
entire
file.
Bush family is
I went through every fucking email from all the Congress people down to the lawyers. Judy Woods is a fucking hero, and she is still facing more charges related to 9/11 for exposing the truth.
Right.
And what Trump did, I hate to say it, I love Trump, but what Trump did releasing the 9/11 documents, that was a soft copy.
Yeah,
that you won't find these emails where they're talking about how they wanted the demolition. And here's the thing, it would have been a mass. There would have been so many more deaths. Why did 3,000 people not show up for work that day? Oh man, everybody's getting kicked off. Shit, I should have shut my mouth.
Right.
Then I'm gonna. Oh no way! There's a cop coming up here. Whoop, whoop. I'm dead serious. There's a cop coming up the driveway. Oh no!
Is there
They're
really?
responding to the neighbors. They're responding to the neighbors. I think.
Guys, give me just a second.
Boy.
I'll be back on here in a second. My 5G ain't what it's cracked up to be, okay?
Lovely.
You got it.
Even when 5G fails you, it's still working for them. Our conversation might be spotty and breaking up for us, but they hear us clearly. What is he doing?
What's the matter?
I don't know what the hell that cop's doing over there. All right. I gotta get this laptop plugged in, and then I'll put the link in the chat for you guys for the 9/11. I have the 9/11 documents in a zip file for you.
Yep. So one of the quotes from George Herbert Walker Bush, the first Bush president, said, "If these folks actually knew what we were doing, they would chase us down the street with pitchforks and fire."
Yes, indeed.
God, I hate the Bushes.
Where is that backpack? I can't get my shit together.
Crazy times.
Annie, I'm going to go one step further. And you said the Bush family and other elite bloodlines supported Hitler in the war. They have a history of backing all sides in war and make more money on the backs of the people suffering. I'm going to take this one step further, Annie. And it wasn't just the Nazis. It was actually the Bolshevik Jews in Russia. In 1896, the Bolsheviks took over all the banking industry in Europe and in Russia. Every banking industry was owned by the Bolshevik Jews. And the Bolsheviks are the ones that created a war in Russia. Not really a war, but they created the famine. They created the cannibalism. Okay. And the Bushes actually backed Trotsky. Trotsky has a Jewish name. Look it up. You could see that. I'm not trying to be anti-Semitic here. I'm just giving you history facts. The Bolsheviks were the ones that created a very communistic regime throughout Europe. Okay, so it wasn't just Hitler that Bush backed. It was the whole Bolshevik regime that wanted to get the big bankers involved in everybody's life, hence credit. So if you go get credit in Russia, that was unheard of. You know, you had to be really rich. To get credit in Germany, you had to go through one of the Bolshevik banks. And the Bolshevik banks would charge Germans, not Jews, Germans, they would charge Germans 35% interest on any credit they try to take out. If you were a Jew in Germany and or Russia and you wanted to take out a note, a loan, it would only be 1.5%. So yeah, to some extent, I agree with the, Bush backing the Hitler thing, but it was more of a big banker backing. Okay. The bigger the bank, the better you are. Follow the money. And that's what I've done. I know it's an unpopular point of view, but I'm telling you right now, if you follow the money, you'll understand exactly what happened.
The actual history, because they want it to happen again.
That's right. That's right. Exactly, Kay. Exactly.
Makes me angry.
Makes me angry too. And I'm telling you guys,
so.
And I'm not just saying this to try to get people in a ruffle. I've done my own research and actually gone to libraries to look this up. And truth be told, let me tell you something. The Bolshevik bankers are the hugest procrastinators. They're the ones that come out and make wars because they make money off of wars. Look it up. Don't do a Google search. So go to your local library. And there goes 200 viewers.
They're taking our libraries too now. It's bad.
It is.
Yeah,
nobody wouldn't even know how to find anything in a library anymore anyway.
Yeah, that's very true.
Dewey Decimal Point System. If we have to do a whole pod on how folks can go look up stuff in the library, I'll be more than happy to help them out. I love library facts because if it's written in a book, there's your truth. If it's written on Google, it's a lie. Plain and simple.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to figure out what my ancestry is.
Assholeness. Just kidding. Here's Zach coming in with the Bill of Rights, Amendment number 5. Grand jury, double jeopardy, self-incrimination, and due process. And every single one of those means so much to me as an American citizen. And did you know the only way you could have a double jeopardy actual trial is if you're in the military? So if you're in the military and you get pulled over for speeding, and the cops in that city or town charges you with speeding, double jeopardy means you could go back to the military base and they'll charge you again. It's the only way that'll happen. Just a little bit of information there, I know. And no person should be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment or of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces. There we go. I just kind of touched on it.
Right there.
Yeah,
that's right. This is our Constitution, folks.
And at that time, they were.
Why they have taken away phonics and cursive from our public school system. You know why? Because if you can't read the Constitution, you don't know what's in it.
That's right. Amen, Kay. Amen.
Yeah. You hit that right in the nail.
If it wasn't for the 5th, every state that you go to, that's a different one, you would be charged over and over again.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. And you can't do that. The only time that can happen, and double jeopardy, I'm telling you, just having the degree that I have in, is if you're military and you get pulled over in a civilian city, and the military could retry you. That's the only time that can happen. So, thank you, Yoper. Yes, Yoper, I love you, buddy. I've been doing a lot of research on this for a long, long time, and it's kind of my passion. And so if you guys ever want to tap me for info, I could give you the info. And like I said, I really use a lot of books for my information. I don't use Google a lot. Every once in a while, I'll use Google just to prove Google wrong. It's kind of funny. But yeah, this is my passion, Yoper. And so thank you for recognizing that. I really appreciate that.
Something to note in the corruption of our system is the Supreme Court in 1992 came out with the Supreme Court case of U.S. versus Lanza, where they try to violate the Fifth Amendment by making an exception, which created a thin air, is, basically, which established that two separate government entities with the same law on both of their books can punish an individual.
Double jeopardy.
I'm not sure if that's an effect or not, but if it is, that is definitely in violation of the Fifth.
It definitely is. And God, there are so many court cases out there, Sasha. I'm telling you that they cannot do that. As a civilian, you cannot, even if it's in another jurisdiction, if you're being tried for one crime, you could only be tried that one time.
Exactly.
Okay, you can't go to another jurisdiction and they're watching the news and say, "Oh, we'll bring him over here. We'll try him here. We'll convict him." It can't happen. You're right.
Sorry, hold on one second. I'm muting.
Oh, you're okay, Kay. But yeah, there's so many laws out there, and folks don't even realize this. Mistrials. People think, well, a mistrial is double jeopardy. It's not. A mistrial is just, a judge ordered the jury to do one thing and they didn't do another thing. So a mistrial just means you have to retry the process. That's okay. That's not double jeopardy. What's double jeopardy is if that trial came out and said, as a jury, hey, look, this guy is not guilty. He's free of charge. And another jurisdiction comes in and says, well, we're going to try him again for the same crime because we feel otherwise. You can't do that. Once you're found guilty and or innocent in one jurisdiction, game's over. That's it.
How would that work?
Yeah.
Like you mentioned, for example, if there's missing evidence or was mishandled improperly by local statutes, would that still be in effect?
That would come under the mistrial laws. And so, and I'm going to pick on the easiest one that I know out there, is if I have an incompetent attorney that tries to help me out for a speeding case. And this, I was able to prove that my attorney was totally incompetent. And the judge came out and said, yeah, he was a dumbass. You have another trial. That's okay. Mm-hmm. So what you're trying to say here, if mistake me if I'm wrong, is that when you're doing trial law, and trial law is very, very easy. You either have a trial by judge or a trial by jury. If you pick a jury, which in my opinion, I would pick a jury every time over a judge, just because you don't know if that judge is conservative or liberal. And that's just my professional opinion here. But if your jury appears are, I don't want to say incompetent, but that's probably the right word. You could definitely request a new trial. It doesn't mean that you're under the double jeopardy here. Even if they find you guilty, you could appeal it and still say, you know what, this jury was already given information prior to the trial, and they already had. Okay, I'm going to pick on the Chauvin trial here. I guarantee you, Derek Chauvin's going to be found guilty on something, and that's because the jury has already been found to have their mindset before the case. If it was me, if I was a district attorney in Minnesota, I would have moved the Derek Chauvin trial to another state because he's not getting a fair trial.
No.
Does that make sense? Did I go off on a rant? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Here's another interesting question I had. If you're tried locally for a case and you've been found guilty for that particular crime, can the Supreme Court also do that or not?
Not for local jurisdiction. Okay. The only way the Supreme Court will really overturn a state's adjudication against somebody is if that crime was a federal offense. Okay, so if you're under a state offense, it's kind of like, I know somebody that murdered somebody 12 years ago, and I want him, I want his sentence deleted. I want him to get, and this is just a maybe case. And the only way I could do it is if the crime was committed in the state, not under federal jurisdiction. I have to go to the governor of that state to try to get that crime overturned.
Okay, so basically, even if you've committed a federal in that jurisdiction, and you're found guilty, locally, state-wise, the Fifth Amendment still protects you, right?
Yes, to some extent. So if you're looking at it like a federal offense, in order for you to, and I'm not advocating anybody, if you're guilty, you're guilty, serve your time, get hung. I don't care. But there are certain rules and regulations. So if you're found on a federal charge to be guilty of a crime, your first and foremost thing is to bring it to the state. The state will not hear it because it was a federal offense. This is why in the state of Colorado, we have Colorado Max Prison in Canyon City. That's a federal prison. And so the second thing a prisoner would have to do would go through the appeals court in that state, and they're going to appeal it to the federal courts. Now, the federal courts have a whole different appellate court. Okay. So before you even get your case brought to before the Supreme Court, you have to go through state court, appellate federal court, then federal court. I mean, it's a mess. If you create or if you committed a federal crime before it even gets to the Supreme Court won't hear stuff unless it's actually brought through appellates of the federal jurisdiction.
Okay.
Can I breathe now? Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's a mouthful, but that's the judicial process of how you could appeal stuff that pertains to the Fifth Amendment as well.
Okay. Well, I figured I would, I don't want to, ask too many stuff, but since I'm reading the same in the Constitution book, I figured I use this opportunity to, pick you guys' brains and just so I can get some clarification. I already got so many sticky notes on here with so many questions.
Oh, yeah. You're a brother with me here, dude. Keep coming. I'm a sticky note man myself. So what else is there? You have a question there, Sasha?
That was it in terms of the Fifth Amendment. Sixth Amendment is going to be lengthy.
Oh God.
Way too many processes, that's for sure.
Yep. Criminal prosecutions, as Zach put up, criminal prosecutions, jury trial, right to confront and counsel. And one of the things that a lot of folks in my state, if you get pulled over, not pulled over. Like if I run a red light in Colorado Springs, and this is very, very simple, and my mayor hates me. If I get a red light ticket in the mail, I have a right to confront my accuser.
Right.
Okay. And that is what that Sixth Amendment is for. But when you have red light cameras, you don't have a right to confront your accuser. So hence it's unconstitutional.
Well, I mean, the reason why they got cameras is because the burden of proof on a state becomes that much easier for them.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And you have to fight it. I mean, I hate red light cameras. I think they're unconstitutional. And believe it or not, the ACLU said red light cameras are unconstitutional. And I hate that organization, but for one time, I agree with them. We have a right to confront our accuser. And so that's where that comes.
Actually, I've got 6 sections of the Sixth Amendment. Is it okay if I name them off?
Yes, please do. We'll listen.
Yeah.
The first one is the right to a speedy and public trial. The second one is the right for an impartial jury. The third one is the right to be informed of the nature of the accusation. The fourth is the right to be confronted by the witnesses against him. 5, the right to compel witnesses for him to appear. And 6, the right to have the assistance of a counsel.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
I think, I'm sorry, Sasha, but that sounds like a pretty fucking important amendment to me.
It sure does, because without it, we would have a kangaroo court.
Yeah, that's right. A fucking court. But how many times, and I'm pretty sure there's attorneys out there that will put that out there, but how many times do normal, everyday, average citizens know about that amendment?
Not very many.
Very little.
That's why I said get educated.
Here's my question about the Sixth. when it comes to juries, I know that's a very important right, for all of us as well, because it's, it's our voice as well. Doesn't it, from my understanding, don't juries have to know the accuser or not?
No. The one thing with juries is the only thing that's recommended is that they're non-biased, and if they're chosen, they cannot follow the leads. They cannot watch news or anything like that. You don't have to know the accuser.
Okay, that's what I was confused of, because I got that idea from somewhere years ago, and I could never figure it out. So okay,
Sure.
Thank you.
Yep, there you go. Hopefully that's a little bit of clarification for you. And, going through school, when I got my bachelor's degree, I honestly sat on over 200 trials because I volunteered my services. It was from traffic offenses to criminal offenses. And I literally walked into a courtroom. Do you need a juror? Here you go. And they got to know me. Hey, Josh, you want to sit on this one? Because I listened to the facts. Now, I had no clue what those people were, what they did, or anything. I went in there with an unbiased mind. And that's how it should be as a juror. And by the way, I know a lot of people don't like to sit on a jury. I know when you get that jury duty notice, you get that palpitation like, God, do I have to do this? Look, I'm going to tell you now, sometimes it's fun to sit there and listen to prosecution and defense argue back and forth. I loved it. Me and I'm not going to deny. I loved watching it.
Yeah, it was neat because when I was going through college, I was orienting a probation parole office, and a lot of the times I was in court, listening to a lot of the cases. It was pretty interesting.
It is. It's interesting. You learn a lot, and kind of. Go ahead, bud.
They definitely have their own language. I can tell you that.
You hear these kids screaming about chicken nuggets?
Oh, geez.
I walked into every single courtroom I walked into. I had no clue what I was walking into. That's why they like me on a jury. I was there for the defense team. I was there for the plaintiff team. Either way, when they saw me walk in, they're like, Josh. Matter of fact, I had one time where the defensive attorney was actually arguing with the plaintiff attorney for whose side I was going to be on. That was kind of a badge of honor for me. They're like, yeah, we want him. We want him here. No, we want him here. I was like, guys, you can both agree. Let me get on. And Tack coming in, my favorite movie was 12 Angry Men. Nice. But there's a reason why we have a constitution, and that I'm pretty sure this is why Zach wanted this pod to go on, because too many people don't realize our constitution actually is a living, breathing document. Okay, it's kind of like you ask any Christian out there, the Holy Bible is a living, breathing document. You live by it, you breathe by it, you bleed by it. Same as our Constitution. And don't forget your rights, folks. Don't forget your rights.
Yeah. Just a quick question for Tag. Is there any way you can use duct tape to cover the cameras?
I think you'd get in trouble if you did, though.
I know, I was just kidding. I was kind of hoping.
You have me chuckling, Sauce.
Yeah, it's starting to rise up, people. Stop letting these freaking freaking tyrants tell you how to live your life.
Know your rights.
You have no fucking you don't have any fucking right to tell us what to do. None of them.
That's right, and Zach's jumping in there with the Bill of Rights, 7th Amendment. Common law suits and jury trial, which is pretty self-explanatory.
It's oh, okay. Do you want to take it?
No, go ahead.
Okay, it's basically like the 6th, but the 7th deals with civil cases.
That's right. And there's a difference between civil and criminal. And again, I don't mean to touch on this point, but Derek Chauvin in Minneapolis was already found civilly liable for his supposed crime before that frickin' jury took place. Talk about bass backwards. I don't think I've heard any media out there actually say, you know what? It's like the O.J. Simpson trial. O.J. Simpson got found not guilty, and then later the civil lawsuit came out, and they found him guilty, and he had to pay like $23 million in reparations, right? And so this Chauvin trial, that civil lawsuit was already found against him before that trial even began. I'm sorry, this is bass backwards. Something's wrong there. All right,
That's backwards. Yeah.
Off my soapbox again.
So here's a pop quiz. What's the difference between code law and natural law?
Okay, code law is man-made law, right? We're talking CRS. If you look up Colorado Revised Statutes, and I'll pick on the one I really like, which is 184602, says you do not have a right to domestically abuse anybody in your household. Okay, it's a domestic abuse law, 184602. But natural law says I don't have to have a name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if I want to go fishing on a lake, I have a right to go fishing on a lake. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes sense. And where I was going with that is that code law always changes, whereas natural law is common sense, human thinking.
All the same.
Yeah,
right. Sasha, you broke it down better than I did, but thank you.
All right, so Amendment 8, excuse of bail or fines, cruel and unusual punishment. We'll see a lot of that shit lately. Yeah.
Excessive bail.
No joke.
Okay, so one of the things when I was going to college and I got my bachelor's degree in this, it was always an argument between me and the professor. What exactly is excessive bail? Did I cuss out somebody and they put a bail on me for $1 million because I flipped them off and cussed them out? So the bail will always be set by the judge. It's not a jury thing, it's a judge thing. But it depends on what judge you get. It could be a misdemeanor traffic offense and they don't like the way you look and they could accept
excuse me.
You. Wrong-o. This amendment here proves otherwise. It has to go standard, which a lot of folks will go back and look at court law and say, wait, this bail was set here, this bail was set here, this bail was set here. Why are you setting this here?
Can you imagine
exactly
how many times a day the Eighth Amendment is being violated just for the last one?
Agreed.
How many innocent prisoners are being, abused?
Especially as patriots.
That's right. That's right.
They literally had the freaking FBI going after people who were at the Capitol on January 6th.
Yep.
For what reason?
That's right.
Those assholes need to be disbanded along with the CIA. Period. They need to be restructured, rebranded, get rid of all these corrupt fucking son of a bitches, and put people in there that can follow the Constitution and not violate our rights by spying on us every damn day. And they get away with it.
That's right.
Thanks to the fucking Patriot Act.
Yeah, thanks, Bush.
They could do that. Jackasses.
That's right. Sasha, take this one, buddy.
The Ninth Amendment, from what I understand, is basically states that a certain list of rights do not preclude others.
That's right. Non-enumerated.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
That's right. That's right. And again, I know some of the lingo is really harsh in the Constitution and stuff. The Bill of Rights actually will break it down to you, as Zach is putting up here.
Mm-hmm.
The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. And so, again, everything that is in the Constitution is defendable in court if you follow it by the law. Okay, so this is basically a state versus fed thing.
Yes.
Which is okay. I'm okay with that. If you commit a federal crime, go to federal prison. If you commit a state crime, go to state prison.
Yeah.
Can I just go to my backyard? It's a lot safer.
Rights reserved to the states or people. Most important one.
kind of what I just touched on.
Oh, that one
Actually,
basically.
they're all good.
Oh, okay, never mind.
They're all important. So
That's
the
right.
powers that
right.
delegated to the United States by the Constitution, not prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively, or on to the people.
Right. That's right. So states
Damn
really
right.
have a huge legality over the people that they serve. Okay. And one of the things that we have to understand is that the differentiation between state and federal government is this COVID. And I'm going to bring this up. If a president comes out and says, I mandate a mask for everybody to wear, it is up to the state governor to mandate that mask, not the president, if that makes sense.
Yep. But
Hey,
yeah,
where'd you go?
What do you think Potato Head's doing right now? He's trying to force us to wear this shit.
That's
But
right.
he's
He's
not
trying to
legally.
he's superseding states.
Of course, they've already violated the Constitution by taking over both the
That's right.
states and the people.
That's right. That's why he came out and said, well, these Neanderthal type people aren't thinking right.
Yep.
But wait a minute. Hold on. You could recommend as a president that people mask up, but as a state governor, you have the right to mandate or not mandate, which is why those states said, Texas, Florida, I think Tennessee, Kentucky, said, yeah, no, fuck the mask. You guys, hands off. You guys go do what you're going to do. Okay, the president, the federal government has absolutely no right in the state affairs.
Oh, it's the state governor that decides that, not
That's
the
right.
president. But look
That's
at
right.
what this dickhead's doing.
Are you pleading?
He say he's pleading with the American people. Americans, I need you. I'm like, yeah,
Right.
fuck you, asshole. Go stuck a dildo on you, fucking pedo ass.
Tax said putting up
fucking
with Zach's midget porn addiction
dipshit.
is cruel and unusual punishment. Oh my god.
Frickin' Duke, you're that frickin' shit.
I didn't say it, Tax said it.
Damn it, tactical.
Yeah, don't play. Duke didn't do it this time, okay? Cut me some slack, yo.
Kay's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I love Kay. She's amazing.
I like.
She's probably like, yeah, I probably heard worse than this.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I like the overview of the amendments because I think it's more people need to understand it because I think that's how we gain ground by understanding.
Right.
Yeah, especially these freaking communists.
That's right. But I'm going to read it again, and you guys just bear with me. Take me 10 seconds. But the preamble to the Constitution is, we the people of the United States, in order to perform a more perfect union, establish justice, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberties to ourselves and our posterity, and do ordain and establish his Constitution for the United States of America. There's a reason why that preamble was written, okay? It was for the people, not the government. Got it? We, the people.
Well, apparently our government has forgotten that.
Well, they need to be reminded. Oh my God, Mike. Zach is going to retaliate with giant porn.
Now I can actually see the damn chat. It only took me the entire podcast to try to get the damn TV to connect.
No, that's a bummer.
Oh, yeah, yoy.
I'm with you on that.
Okay, call me later. I'm going to jump off, okay, guys?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, dude.
All right,
it was
buddy.
good talking to you
Thanks,
again.
brother.
All right, we'll talk to you later, guys. Hopefully out there, you folks listening, I'm not a nerd in a sense, but I love my Constitution. I do have a degree in this shit. And I just want you guys to be educated and be ready You know, when the shit hits the fan, know your Constitution, know your rights, know your Bill of Rights, know your preamble, and carry on. You know, that's the best thing I could say. Right now, no war talk. Educated talk.
Because that's what they want.
That's right.
That's right.
Don't give them what they want at all.
Exactly.
All right, guys. I'm out skis. We'll talk to you later.
Dude. Yeah,
Hey, brother Duke.
Love you, bros.
Well, I think I can safely say that I'm a nerd and I'm proud of it. I watch Star Trek and I read the Constitution.
Yeah, I have the whole book on it. Everybody's what's that? I'm like, oh my lord. When I had Facebook, they always be like, "What's the Constitution?" I'm like, "Are you fucking shitting me right now?"
Well, I forgot. Thank you, Uber Guy, K.
I'm
Red
like, oh my
Freedom
lord.
After Dark, Prepping 101, Tactation, and all the rest of the Patriot
Listen.
family. We appreciate this family.
God bless you all. And know your damn constitutional rights. Stop letting the government trample on them.
And don't forget to read
Get
it.
off your ass and do. Yeah, educate yourselves about it.
Instead of going to a house party on Saturday night, open the Constitution.
Yeah, educate yourselves of what
or go to
these
the house
people
party,
are
read
doing to you.
everybody.
Or that. or do what Kay says.
Well, let's not go that far. But
so I'm putting my channels, the new channels, the Patriots Unite Against Censorship channel, as everybody knows, is gone. But this one,
Tag, you crack me up. You nerds, you know you're a nerd too, Tag. You know it. You probably watch Star Trek.
That's funny.
Go ahead, Zach. Yeah, it's good to have some. Good to have preps ready, because when this crap goes down, you don't have anything. Okay, go ahead, Zach.
I'm more Star Wars.
Hey, I don't have any issue with that. Anything sci-fi,
right
basically, I'm all for it. So, because I know I've heard a lot of people that are like,
I am your father.
that they're such hardcore Star Trek fans, but they hate Star Wars. I don't understand that. Sci-fi. Enjoy it all.
Yeah, it's the same type of shit. It's, you know.
I'm not big on sci-fi.
Oh.
I ain't either, but
I'm more of like a westerns and action type movie, suspense, not horror, but thriller.
Okay, I got you.
And I really like old. It's not anything new, really.
Yeah.
The new stuff sucks. Demolition Man is my probably #1 favorite.
Oh, Sylvester. No, wait.
Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, yeah. There's so many of those. There's Jean-Claude Van Damme, Sylvester, Arnold.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I like Stallone because he was, his action movies were the ones I used to watch in Russia all the time.
I know when you were talking earlier about the Constitution, I was like, I was thinking about, I couldn't get into here fast enough, but I was going to be, don't listen to him. This is Russian propaganda.
Oh, you would.
You know I love you.
Yeah. Well, now everybody knows I'm a Russian. Thanks. Yeah, I would have to agree with you. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is a classic. I think it's one of my favorite westerns too.
I'm more into military movies, like Jarhead or Black Hawk Down.
I honestly think the movie, the soundtrack of the movie, the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, was ahead of its time.
Oh yeah.
Platoon Leader, all kinds of shit. Pork Chop Hill. Shit, I could have served in the military because I had 3 relatives that did serve. Uncle Amos was joined in the Navy in World War II. He just passed about 2013.
Mike.
And I had two uncles. That served in Vietnam. One was killed in action. The other dad was when I was born because of he got cancer from the Agent Orange. You know, that stuff they used to clear out the jungle, so they made military bases. So I never got to meet him.
Zach, how many times are we going to tell you to lay off the whiskey?
He's like, screw you.
Nope, ain't happening. It's good for a reason, right? Oh, Mike, T2. Yeah, I've got all the Terminator movies. They're pretty cool. Anything action.
I ought to be back. Anything that blows up, I like watching it. I don't know why.
Yeah, I primarily do like to watch the 80s, like for example, the Jean-Claude Van Damme. I forget which ones. He did a series of them, but they're cool. But what cracks me up is his 80s long hairstyle.
And my favorite movie is The Patriot.
Okay, with Mel Gibson.
Yep,
that's a classic. I would have to say mine would be The Time Machine.
and according to my sister, my aunt looked up all this stuff. I guess we do go back to that era. I don't know how far though, because I know where I'm at, Massachusetts. That's where the spark happened. And, cool thing is, we have very many historical buildings, like the first Congregational Church was built in 1740, and it actually had a fire in 1850, and it was rebuilt. But that was the first church in my town, and then we have a memorial stone that says George Washington passed through Spencer to take command of the Continental Army in Cambridge. How freaking cool is that?
Right?
Our Commander-in-Chief, our first Commander-in-Chief, passed through our town to take command of the Continental Army in Cambridge. That was freaking cool. And yes, Spencer did fight in the Revolutionary War.
Oh, Mike just says you can't be a mechanic and enjoy the Fast and Furious movies. 100% agreed.
Oh,
I can't.
I forgot about that. Do what?
And it kind of.
You cannot. You can't.
I hate those movies.
The Fast and the Furious.
And the weird thing is, we actually look like the British, which is kind of weird. In a way.
He's like, it's fucking weird. Oh, that cracks me up.
Go ahead, Zach.
Thank you for joining us this evening. I just wanted to do this topic because this way when SHTF goes down, we know that we are protected.
Right. It's like I always say, what was that?
Tack says he's sorry. Why are you sorry, Tack?
Oh, probably for your Iowa trip.
That's okay. It's gonna be an interest. I'm gonna stream probably the majority of the way.
Yeah.
So it'll be something interesting.
Oh, I was gonna say something. I forgot. Oh,
I know. I freaking hate that.
I watched a video on YoReSpot from Brandon. He was showing off an RV, and just for a brief second, I thought that was the car. Well, it's not a car, but
the van.
Yeah, that huge RV. That's what you want. I was like, whoa.
Nope. Matter of fact, I need to actually call him as soon as I get off of here, and I'm gonna let him know my plan.
Oh, hi, Lisa. Welcome, welcome.
Uh-oh.
This is that part, yeah, towards the end, that freaking, when they, the Patriot movie, and they're at Cow's Den, and when he said, no retreat, and oh, damn, that just gets me jumping for joy every time, like, fuck yeah, get over there.
Are you talking about the moment where he grabs the flag and runs the other way?
Yeah, hold.
Yeah.
And I like the part where the Continental General, I forget what General Gates goes, push forward, man! And they just all fucking go. I'm like, fuck yeah!
I know you will attack, and I will. I'm always armed.
Which otherwise, oh wait, I have a machete. Does that count?
Yeah, you just, hey, you can do like Caitlin Bennett. You can go on an adventure to Iowa with the AR on your back the whole way.
I don't think people would want to pick me up if I had an AR on my back, though.
Hey, Patriots might feel safer.
I might not necessarily get as many rides with an AR on my back.
Do you still have yours? Yeah.
Huh?
Do you still have yours or no?
Actually, Darkseid has it. I need to get it off of his truck.
Oh.
Actually, it's actually probably in his dad's safe. So.
Dead safe. Mike A wants to know what you're packing, Kay.
Actually, right now I just have a 22 Derringer.
Hey, 22 will kill, so yeah.
Yeah. Hey, 22 is the most deadly fucking round there is. But it goes in, it doesn't go out. So it just goes in and scrambles a brain.
Exactly. So if you think about it, less recoil, better accuracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I just move my bag? Hold on. Let me grab it. I'll show ya.
And besides,
right
if it's a 20 mag, you can unload all 20 and, you know.
Well, unfortunately, this one isn't like that. This is a 2-shot.
Okay.
You've seen it. And it's actually, I really need to blue it again, and I need to oil it because it's fucking seen a lot better days. This baby.
Okay, very good.
Oh, wow.
Yep. 2-shot.
So that's how you load it?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Very good. I mean, 1-shot with the 22, I don't think anybody would complain about that.
No.
or would they? I don't know. I wouldn't want to get
shot. It fits in my bra, guys. So nobody will know it's there.
Well, whatever works for concealment.
Yep. So I have actually.
Do you have enough room in your hair to put another handgun in there?
I probably could.
Oh boy.
Or like do like a mini knife in your hair or something.
Right?
Gotcha.
Oh. Oh, weird. Oh, why is this up? This thing's over here now.
What's my freaking state was it so strict on damn guns? Oh, my lord. That's the Boston Marathon bombing.
Does your state how is it on gun rights? Their CP?
Shit.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know about
they're pretty freaking strict, but you can't hold up a pistol. You can't hold a side pistol. Pretty much a shotgun. I don't know. I have to look at the freaking thing again.
Okay.
Well, Joe Biden wants us to have shotguns. at $1.33 a fucking round.
I saw that meme. Somebody, I forgot who was streaming that, but I saw that shotgun interview meme of Biden.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I the only one on Twitch? Never had that before, but do love Twitch. Not as much scares on there. Hello, Silver Girl.
Yeah, welcome. I didn't even know we were on Twitch. Shit.
I'll be streaming on Twitch too. K Red Lotus on Twitch.
That's a gaming platform, right?
Huh?
It's a gaming platform, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. I've heard of it before, just wasn't sure what kind of platform it was. Yeah, Zach, what is it, bud?
What you got, buddy? Here's my bug-out bag right there. The green backpack.
Mike says if you had $2,000, what would you choose to carry? Me personally, for Mike's
AR-15.
I would
or M1 carbine.
I would do a SIG 226.
World War II rifle. Oh shit, yeah! I've had a field day with that fucker.
Hello, Sandra. Welcome.
Or that an M14 with a sniper scope on it. Either one.
Well, I say that because I used to have the handgun, the SIG 226, and that was a sweet buttery shooter.
My dream gun is the Colt 1911.
Yeah, so mine would be like Colt 1911. I think that everybody should have 4 guns. You should have something to snipe with. So for me, like a 30-06, obviously. Something that holds a lot more. So I'd go 30-06. And I'd do an Anderson 223.
Or even a Springfield.
1911 for handgun. And everybody needs to have something for close range home protection. Shotgun, Mossberg 12 gauge.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah. Home defense, yep. Go ahead, buddy.
I was saying kind of about Twitch. I know that a football pod that streams to Twitch as well.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
That makes sense.
What about you, CP?
But what?
Your weapons of choice.
4. Jeez.
There were 4 of them, right?
Yeah, she said 4.
Okay.
Let me see. Definitely a sniper rifle. Something like an M14. Because that carries a 7.62 millimeter. That fucker would do some damage. It will. You can see the bullet full metal jacket with go up pile when he shoots the drill sergeant. Oh, pretty deadly. Anyway, Colt 1911 as my sidearm. And I say it AR-15.
Okay, very good.
With a tactical scope on it.
Getting all up and fancy up in here.
Oh shit! We're probably gonna meet each other someday, some point soon.
Caroline's like, "Yep, got those covered."
We're walking state to state.
I'm gonna jump in on the computer on the background, but don't put me in, because I'm just gonna use it to share a screen image real quick.
Oh, okay.
Copy that. Coffee. With lots
Otherwise,
of
you're gonna hear 2 of them. And I'm already annoying enough as one.
One of my inspirations for sniper was Chris Kyle and what's his name? Carlos Havecock.
Oh, let's see. For sniper, I would pick a 338 Magnum.
Ooh.
There you go.
For a rifler, HK G36. Those are pretty sweet.
Oh yeah.
A handgun, just for my experience, a go-to SIG 226. And for shotgun, just any military, semi-auto shotgun will do.
There you go.
We posted
that.
link.
Oh, go ahead.
Find it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. A 50, goes out there, but 338.
One shot with the M14, man, you're done. Like right to the heart, you're dead. Just saying.
But I like the 338
because it's
better ballistic coefficient.
Yeah.
Coefficient. It travels further than the 50.
Oh, I like your shirt, Zach.
Just in case you have to kill a squirrel from 2,800 meters.
Exactly. Who doesn't need to kill a squirrel from that far?
Right. It's target practice, because ammo's not expensive at all these days.
Yeah, my battle buddy got a real nice sniper rifle. He actually came over last Saturday. Fucking thing is sweet.
Duke, y'all talking my language. Headed to bed. I have a Kimber concealed carry 2 as my main.
After 2.
My long short range firearm is a hexagon barrel, level action 45. Nice.
45 rifle. Dude, that's awesome.
Actually, that's smart because the longer the barrel, the faster.
The more accurate. The faster the shot is. Yep.
Let's see. What do you suggest for a 71-year-old who's never had a gun before? I would recommend a 22.
Like mine, like a Derringer. Or a subcompact, like a 338.
For example, Glock just came out with a new model called Glock 44, and it's in 22 calibers. That would be a great option.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's very simple. There's no manual safeties, nothing. You just rack and go.
Right on.
The safety is you.
This is what I used to have. I got it up in the background for you to share, Zach. This is what I used to have. Sasha's seen it. I think TCP's seen it at one point.
Yeah, Zach.
I don't know.
My first gun I have shot was a 22.
Okay, very nice. They are fun. I love shooting them, man. I can't get enough. But thanks to a certain individual in office.
Yeah.
My stockpile ammo.
Yes. Is this original or updated?
No, this is when I was still in Louisiana.
Okay. So it's the one I saw then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I am jealous. Can you send a couple boxes over?
Well, if my ex didn't get into my storage unit and take everything I owned, sure.
Well, oh my gosh, that's not fair.
I'm zooming in.
Wait, is that a SIG?
Are you talking about the one with
22
the
rifle? Yeah.
This one?
Rifle. Yeah, is that a SIG?
Actually.
Or is that a Beretta?
What is that? Huh?
A Beretta?
Yeah. So it was. Yeah, it was a Beretta, and that was actually my son's gun.
It's an MX
Yes.
something, right?
He was obsessed with the Scar.
Yeah.
Because of Fortnite.
Oh my god.
So that's what I ended up getting him. I can't zoom it in, really?
No, you're
Fuck
good.
you,
I think we can all
Google.
see it. It's blown up.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, no, it says no. He says no. Forget it. And then these, look, there's the, had one of each of these.
Oh, nice.
The one was Anderson, the other one's Bushmaster. Well, this is 12 gauge on one side, Mossberg, two identical Moss, and then
Nice.
both
Got the twin.
of the ARs that I built, one Mossberg.
20.
Not,
yeah, 20 round mags for spy shooting.
oh, it'll let me zoom in there. There we go.
Duke, 71-year-old would do well with the judge. Chambered round is 45, or it will interchange with a 410. 410 is no. I hooked my mouth with the judge.
So my dad has the judge, and
The
I'll tell you
judge.
what, that's a freaking wrist breaker.
Oh,
Really?
what were you shooting? Mainly 410s or slugs?
Yeah, he's got 410s in it.
Okay.
But I've only shot it once, so.
Okay. Don't mess with the judge. My name is Judge Dredd.
It looks small in my dad's hands, though. It's kind of funny because my dad is so huge. I'm like,
Yeah, I
you
remember
couldn't have
he's tall, isn't he?
Yeah, he couldn't have a normal gun. It would look like.
He's a tall man.
Yeah, but then I hold it and I'm like, it's like. And I actually prefer, like, so, you know, when I built these ARs, my husband and I were still together. And the Anderson, this one, was actually the one I built for him. And it was about, well, it has actually the stainless tube on this one. Can't see it in this picture. Let's see.
Are you talking about the gas chamber?
Yes. So it was all stainless, and so it's way lighter than mine.
Okay.
But I actually like it being heavier. So.
Okay. Cool.
Zoom out. Now it won't. Oh, there.
It's been so long since I've shot a shotgun.
Oh, look, this one's.
I want to shoot this shotgun again.
And I that's that 410 too. I love that 410. I miss my shit.
Hey Google, take it all in. Take it all in.
Yeah, I don't have no more anyway. You could go fuck off, Google.
If anything,
hey,
it's
guess what? A schizophrenic fucking psycho has it all now. Thanks.
If anything, this is a warning to Google, stay away. Or not censor or ban a channel.
Huh.
Sure, like they give a damn.
Just kidding. Google's probably going to take that literally. That was a joke, Google. Not.
Hey, if anybody is in the South and you're looking for a website for private buys, which are still legal in the state, I am speaking of louisianasportsman.com, and go into hunting and go and look at their classifieds. That was my sick obsession when I lived in Louisiana. I was in a Walmart parking lot every other day, freaking buying something I had no money to buy.
Okay, I wouldn't call it a sick obsession. It's a good one.
Yeah.
And Silver Lady, I'm sorry, Silver Girl says Google doesn't have a sense of humor. Ain't that the truth? Evil doesn't do humor. It only. Let me minimize the screen so I can see the comments.
And I'm just not going through them too because my thing just reloaded after I shut that thing.
Oh, happy day. Anyway.
Well, see, now I know. Now I know what that's all about. Oh, happy day.
Sister,
that you had just caught on to it. Since I've known him, he's been doing that, and it's like what now 3-4 years we're going on that I've known you.
See, now I get it.
Yeah,
I'm catching up slowly.
All I know is this whole new Jeopardy business between you guys and there's like 3 other people that are doing it to me, and I'm like, and you guys don't even communicate, so I know that it's like. I'm wondering what kind of fucking conspiracy you guys got against me now.
No, it's Zach. He did it. It's Zach. I'm putting the blame on Zach.
Since I played it, she came back, and she's back.
Like, cut it, quick.
Yeah, exactly what happened. It's like, cut it. I'm like, oh, shit. And so she came on, started laughing. It was great.
I do admit, I think it was my suggestion initially. Because when you left, I was like, hey, Zach, maybe you should play the Jeopardy theme.
And he did.
I said it as a joke. I didn't realize he was going to do it.
He had it queued up, though. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, my God.
Too great.
Oh, just like everything in life, jokes usually turn into something else. Love my Henry Twitter. Yes.
My grandmother loved that show. She watched it every night, every weeknight. Yep, I did too, actually. Believe it or not.
Rest in peace, Alex Trebek. Rest in peace.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
I'm debating. I know I'm not going to be able to sleep. I'm debating on. I kind of want it to be sunlight when I start my little trip, because I feel like I'll be better off like morning time.
You should consider popping a couple of melatonins and have a good night's sleep before you start your trip.
Well, so I fell asleep last night. I did finally sleep. I slept in the strangest place. I was scrubbing the bathtub so that I could take a bath, and I passed out because I was apparently that damn.
Oh, wow. I guess that's what happens when you don't sleep. What, 3 days, 4 days?
Yeah, it was like 4 days now.
Yeah.
Holy moly, I couldn't do it.
But I slept until like 2 o'clock on the bathroom floor. So,
well, it must have been comfortable enough.
There was a really comfortable rug there.
Oh my goodness! Did anybody
wake up?
Hey, what the heck are you doing?
I want to know why one of the kids didn't wake me up, because I know they came and pissed in there this morning.
Oh, that's okay. Interesting. We're like, why is Chloe not sleeping in her bed?
Huh.
Little
shits. The only reason why I know that
at least that's better than
I had also put the blue stuff in the toilet, and it wasn't there when I woke up. So.
Oh yeah, that's investigative right there. Yeah.
So somebody totally stepped over my passed out body to get to that toilet.
At least they didn't kick you.
Maybe they did. Maybe I was just that damn tired.
I guess if they would, they wouldn't tell you.
Huh. Yeah, right. My brothers would be like, I kicked you. You didn't move.
Oh, okay. Okay. If that's the way they are, then I guess they didn't.
Yeah. They're little shits.
Zach, I'm guessing he had a wonderful birthday. Better than my day on the 9th. I didn't have a cheeseburger and all the yummy, delicious food, that's for sure.
Speaking of which, I'm actually going to go eat some of this chicken noodle soup that my stepmom made. And
homemade chicken noodle, hell yeah.
streaming in a little while. I might start a stream up, and you guys can watch me pack.
Okay.
Crap.
That sounds good.
So, but I'm gonna jump out, go stuff my face, and run to the liquor store before they close.
All right, sounds good. You take care.
All right, guys. Love you all. Oh, Zach. All right. I'll see you guys later.
All right, later.
Alrighty. Stay
I'm gonna
safe
throw
out
my
there.
liquor one more time.
Hey, Thermite came in. How's it going, Thermite? Welcome. Dalek, 21.
Bye,
Oh,
guys.
oh. Yeah, I think it's a good time to end it.
Wise words, wise words. I need to get ready. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize it's almost 10 o'clock here. Jeez.
It's going on 11 here.
Good
I
Lord,
think.
what is happening around here? There's no control here.
Yeah, 10:53. Holy crap.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting you're in the east, so you're an hour ahead.
Yeah. That's
All right. Well, thanks for hosting, Zach and CP, everybody else in chat. You guys take care. You guys have a good one.
Well, my
You
final
too.
words are that we will get through this evil, and nobody will ever stop us from succeeding. We have God on our side, and nothing will ever change that.
Amen to
sad
that.
for that.
You can guarantee for me that I'm not giving up, and
Me either.
because
me.
you have to realize when you leave this earth, it's going to be very important. It's going to be very important which side. So just think of that. Just think of that, because death is temporary. You know, just an FYI there for people. All right, with that, I'm out. See you guys.
See you later.